Bianca Belair just said something very interesting about Bayley and Becky Lynch, and in this video I'm going to tell you exactly what that is and why I think it's actually very cool. Because Bianca Belair, just like Bayley, just like Becky Lynch, they have been on the forefront of what I deem the golden era of women's pro wrestling. They have been there to see, or at least Bayley and Becky Lynch, the revolution, evolution, and golden era. Just like Becky and just like Bayley, Bianca Belair started in NXT from the bottom to the top. And just like them, she has inched her way step by step by step, marking her name, setting her line in the history books as one of the greatest women's wrestlers of all time. When you look at Bianca Belair, just like you have Bayley and Becky Lynch, what do they all have in common? They have in-ring workability. They can work with the best of them. They also have an it factor. They have charisma, and they have a connection with the fan base in which not a lot of people do. In my opinion, if you can work, if you can cut a promo, if you have it, and you have charisma, then you have a recipe for superstardom. A long career with a lot of success, a ton of money, and more to come. Now, Bianca Belair, she's mixed it up with Bayley, and she's mixed it up with Becky Lynch. But for the most part, she's always been a lovable babyface. Now, she recently did an interview with Good Karma Wrestling, and that's where this video leads us. Because while Bianca Belair is doing big things on Friday Night SmackDown with Jade Cargill as the Women's Tag Team Champions, and Bayley is in a middle of a feud with Women's Champion Nia Jax, losing the title to her at SummerSlam, putting her back over at Bad Blood. Becky Lynch, on the other hand, she decided to take her ball and go home and be a full-time mother while taking a hiatus from WWE, right? Her contract was up. She said, no, thanks, but no thanks. I'm going to go home. And she departed from WWE. What did Bianca Belair say about Bayley and Becky Lynch in a Good Karma interview? Well, it was this, and I think it's actually pretty cool. So she was talking about her goals in WWE and wanting to elevate the women's division. And she said, I also look up to people like Becky Lynch and Bayley who have accomplished so much, but they've also do so much for the division. They elevate the division, and I want my name to be in the same conversation as them. I feel like, you're doing something right when you have enough equity to where you can reach out and help pull people up and leave this division better than it was when you came in. They've done that. I want to do that. I feel like I'm able to do that. Starting with the tag team division and help elevate it. Put more girls on the scene. Showcase their talents. That's one of my goals, to continue to elevate the women's roster. Hey, if you got goals in this business, that's not a bad one to have. If you want to go down as one of the greatest of all time, which I think Bianca Belair will do based off of her resume, based off what she's done in this company, I think Bayley, who is one of the most underrated stars in the history of the pro wrestling industry, that's a good start. Becky Lynch, in my opinion, megastar. She became a megastar towards the end of her run. Think about it. She helped elevate Rhea Ripley even more. And more importantly, she put Liv Morgan on a different stratosphere in their program as Liv Morgan connected with this new character. So if you're looking at it from that vantage point, if you're looking at, I want to accomplish X or I want to do Y, well, Bayley and Becky Lynch are two notable names. Look at Bayley. She legitimately got Nia Jax over as a worthy champion. Now, granted, she did win Queen of the Ring tournament, but still, that's significant in which what she was able to do. So if you have these goals, you want to achieve them, yeah, Bianca Belair, she can absolutely do that. I think looking at what WWE was able to do with her earlier this year, they literally set the tone for what they wanted the fans to view Jade Cargill as, right? They signed Jade Cargill in November of, it was September, October, November, somewhere around there, in 2023. They bring in Jade Cargill from AEW. They have her train down at the Performance Center in Orlando, and then they have her make various appearances on television. Fast forward, Women's Royal Rumble match. What do? They have Jade Cargill, Bianca Belair have an epic stare down, setting the scene for a potential dream match. Instead of going right away with that, what do? They go, Bianca, we believe in you. We trust you. You're one of our best. We're going to put Jade Cargill with you as a tag team, and we're going to let y'all cook for multiple months. That was in April. Okay, going into WrestleMania, Jade Cargill, Bianca Belair, they teamed up with Naomi against Damage Control. Months later, as I record this, end of October, it is Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair still doing the dang thing as women's tag team champions. That's how much they trust Bianca Belair. Jade Cargill has just transformed into a different kind of wrestler in which we were used to seeing her as in AEW. She's not a monstrous heel. She's actually a likable babyface who sells in her matches, tries to get sympathy from the fan base, right? Because that's what babyfaces do. That was something in which she was taught by agents, producers, trainers, and Bianca Belair. Bianca Belair goes, Jade, this is how you become a great babyface. And Jade, to her credit, was like, you know what? I'll do what you say because that's how much respect I have for you. That's how much of a groundswell in which you've laid out. And if you've seen the transformation that Jade Cargill has undergone thanks to Bianca Belair, it's pretty notable. It's pretty noticeable. And it's pretty dang impressive. I love what they've done with Bianca Belair up until this point, from her NXT days to her early main roster days to now where she's going with Jade Cargill. Now, I caught flack a few months ago when I called for Bianca Belair versus Jade Cargill, right? They had lost the tag team titles. They were kind of going through ups and downs. And I thought the night that they won the tag team titles, I thought, okay, this is the perfect opportunity. This is where you start the feud. You have Jade turn on Bianca, and you start going into motion. But people were like, no, they shouldn't have done that. And luckily, they won the tag team titles. I was wrong. People are not ready for the dream match between Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair. Why? Well, because they love the tag team in which they've been seeing on a weekly basis on Friday Night SmackDown. So if you're Triple H and co., and you see, okay, the fans, they are interested in these characters. They want to see this match, but they're not ready for it because they're enjoying so much what we've been able to do with them as a tag team. Let's not break them up. Then yes, I would agree with that. If the fan base is onto it, the talent is over, and creative is backing them with good angles and feuds and storylines, then yeah, why break them up? I would agree. And that's what they've exactly done. So props to WWE, props to Jade Cargill, props to Bianca Belair for what they've been able to do as a team, as a tag team, as tag team champions, as two top stars on Friday Night SmackDown. Bianca Belair's influence on Jade Cargill is absolutely brilliant. Let me know down in the comments area below, what do you think about Bianca Belair's comments? I will see y'all in the next video.